What is the storage capacity of a 128 GB SSD?
Hello everyone. Today we're going to delve into the world of storage, specifically talking about 128 GB SSDs. That's right. If you've ever wondered about what exactly this amount of storage implies, then you're in for a treat.
What is a 128 GB SSD?
An SSD, or solid-state drive, is a type of storage device that uses integrated circuit assemblies to store data persistently. The 128 GB part refers to the storage capacity of the SSD. In this case, it can store up to 128 GB of data.
How much data can a 128 GB SSD store?
128 GB may seem like a large number, but what does it really mean in terms of data storage? To give you some perspective, a single gigabyte can store around 500,000 pages of plain text. So, a 128 GB SSD could store approximately 64 million pages of plain text. However, in the real world, we often store more than just plain text. We store photos, videos, music, games, and all sorts of files. Here are some examples to help you visualize what a 128 GB SSD can store. Music, roughly 30,000 songs, assuming an average song length of 4 minutes in MP3 format. Photos, approximately 40,000 high-resolution photos. Videos, about 30 hours of high-definition video. Games, depending on the size of the game, you can store a few AAA games. For instance, games like Fortnite or Call of Duty would take up around 60 to 80 gigabytes each.
Is 128 GB SSD enough for me?
Whether a 128 GB SSD is sufficient depends largely on your specific needs and usage patterns. If you're a light user who mainly uses the computer for web browsing, watching videos, and creating documents, then 128 GB would generally be adequate. However, if you are a heavy user who plays large games, edits high-definition videos, or uses heavy software for 3D modeling or graphic design, you might find 128 GB restrictive and will likely need more storage. In summary, a 128 GB SSD offers quite a bit of storage, capable of holding tens of thousands of songs, photos, and a significant amount of video content. Whether it's enough or not is based on your personal usage habits. Remember, understanding your storage needs is essential when choosing a device or upgrading your storage. I hope this video has helped demystify what a 128 GB SSD can do for you. See you in the next one.